Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another little paying gig in my small basement home shop. Tonight's project is a welding jig. My client makes large agitation tanks, 1600 liters. Inside the agitation tank there's a paddle. There's the bottom shaft of the paddle, and there's a bushing that the paddle rides inside the tank. This is a high wear item, gets replaced often. There is metal clips or straps inside the bottom of the tank. The cotter pin goes through here to retain the bushing. The strips are welded to the bottom of the tank. This item wears, you pull the cotter pins, replace it. Tonight's mission is to create this welding jig that is used to position these straps. There's a pin in the bottom of the welding jig and a hole in the bottom of the tank. When the guys are fabbing up the tank, they put the jig, the pin into the hole, wrap their steel straps around this jig and weld them up. 2.245 square, 2 inches overall long. There's a round recess here so that it allows so that the jig doesn't get welded to the straps or to the bottom of the tank when they're using it. Here's our stock 1045 steel. There's a circle representing our stock. To square this up, we need to take 3.78 off of each side. To start, we'll clean up the ends and we will create this major OD feature. Let's go over to the lathe. Yeah! Okay, we'll square up this end. We're not perfectly centered, but that's okay. Okay, there's our two ends made square to each other and perpendicular to the circumference, if that makes sense, faced. Now, I'm going to bring in my larger 4-jaw chuck and I'll bring you back. Okay, there's our stock and the 4-jaw. A little bit precarious setup here. It's So I've elected to go with high-speed steel so I don't have to spin so fast. Carbide loves high-speed. HSS, you can go a little bit slower. I'm going to find my coarsest feed so that we can power feed across there, and we've touched off on the outside now. We have 0.378 to take off. I have my magnetic back dial indicator set up. Let's give this a cautious go. Initially, we'll go 20 thousandths depth of cut. High pucker factor. That went all right. We'll just make sure everything's still tight here. On the next side, we'll be able to get a little more jaw contact, be able to speed things up maybe. But our high-speed steel seems to be doing all right. Everything's nice and tight there. This time we'll take a 40 thousandths pass. That looks all right, I guess. We'll try a 50 thousandths pass. Okay, we're looking good. We've got 378 total. We've done 100, 278 to go. I will bring you back when we're a bit closer. Okay, we just finished the pass that brought us to 350 off. So I'm going to advance it another 28 to bring us to our 378 total. For this pass, I will make a bit finer feed. We're not terribly concerned about finish, it being a welding fixture, but we'll just clean it up a little bit for this final pass. Our high-speed steel is holding up nicely. I was doing 50,000 a pass. at 300 RPM, and it did great. That's quite a reasonable finish. I just wanted to show you what I was doing here. My magnetic back dial indicator has it's 100 thou per revolution. So I was just writing down as I completed each 100 thou. You wouldn't want to go over. I never use the dial on the carriage dial. Okay, we will flip this over and bring you back. The work is nicely centered here. So again, I'm going to use my 2 jaws on either side of the logo. I'm not going to disturb the other 2, if possible. Okay, now the work is sitting deeper in the jaws, feeling a little more comfortable. Starting to loosen up the pucker a little bit. I will keep with the same scenario though. I'll touch off here on center. We'll go back to our coarse feed. Set up my magnetic back dial indicator. That's me just tapping it to a convenient spot for 0. And this first go will just do 20 thousandths. I'll bring it back when we're done this side. Last few revolutions of the second side here. Finish is gonna work. I'm going to give her a wipe here. We're looking for 2.245. Nine thou under. I'm alright with that. Yeah, about 9 thou under. That's all right. That'll work. Now, so we're able to leave those east jaws intact. I'll bring you back when I'm done fumbling. Our HSS is holding up well. I'm just going to give her a little love here with the diamond stone. Okay, I'll bring you back once we get this stock squared up. I'll bring you back. Okay, that was the last little few revolutions of the squaring up process. There she is there. Let's just see how we did. .241. We're going for .245. Gorgeous. There we have it. Next up is chamfering. We'll go over to the mill. I'll bring you back. Okay, time to do our chamfers. I've used my 45-degree angle block here to set up the work in the vise. We'll find top and take a 20 thou pass. That was pleasantly uneventful. We'll try a 40,000 pass. It's going good. I'll bring you back when we're closer. I've decided to go back to the lathe to do these chamfers. You can see how it's set up in the forejaw. It's working great. Our HSS is still hanging in there. We'll go for finer feed. This is the last pass on this chamfer. Somewhat high pucker factor. Just double check that everything's nice and snug. so close the handles are hitting the tripod. Very nice. Another 50. I'll bring you back. The last bit of the last pass for the chamfering. That's worked very well. Better than hand feeding my little milling machine. Okay, the next thing is the easy part, turning these round areas on the end. I'll bring you back when I'm set up. Okay, time to turn the round features on the end of our work. We're centered in the forejaw. Just setting up my magnetic back dial indicator. We want a 1/2 inch of travel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. Lock down our carriage stop. We'll go with the carbide now. We'll see how this tip holds up with the interrupted cuts. 460 RPM. Three thou under. Perfect. I'll just clean up this shoulder here a bit. There we have it, guys. Let's take it out and have a look. Okay, guys, here we have it. Our welding jig ready to go to the customer. Few jaw marks, nothing serious. Finishes couldn't be less important. I've taken off all the sharp edges, at least for the fab guys. I think the customer will be quite pleased with that. A few good hours in the shop. A little bit of insert money. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out my store. Lots of cool tools, cool kits for the home shop machinist. Link in the description. Thanks for watching. Actually, the weld jig was part of a 4-part gig. The weld jig is used to locate the straps that holds these bushings in. There's a tail shaft that goes on the end of the paddle, and this is the drive shaft for the top end of the paddle. Thanks for watching.